Are we going to slide off the couch?
Mine's already started.
Do you want me to fix it?
You're out of shot now.
Oh, sorry. Didn't want to get too close in case I smelt.
Then you snot on me.
In case I smelt from my dirty towel.
Maybe it did. Didn't we wash your towel?
Yeah, we did.
We washed. And why do you still smell from it?
I don't. I was joking.
No, I'm serious. Hi, guys.
Ciao. We are in Milan.
We are in a dungeon. We're in a little basement with a little hole that they call a window. And we have people that look through a little window into our shower from the street.
Don't.
I saw someone this morning perving on me.
No, you didn't.
He had his hands on his bar in the bars and he was looking in. And he was going, Bec.
That's not true.
I'll record it next time.
Oh, I don't need you to do recordings in the shower, thank you.
Why have things changed? What do I do? What's wrong?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So just so you know, I forgot we did a workshop today and our tripod, I left at the studio because Bec didn't remind me that we were going to do a reckoning today. A reckoning. So we got an ironing board. So tripod's an ironing board. And this way you can see our only entrance and exit to life.
It's actually kind of been not too bad because it's been really hot the last few days and it's a lot cooler down here.
Hasn't been too bad. Sorry. If there's tortures they do in prison, one is put you into a little hole underground. The next thing is put on disgusting music up loud. We have neighbours that love the same song of Taylor Swift and keep opening their windows to play it.
It's not the same song, it's the same album.
Over and over again.
We arrived the other day and they had their windows open, were playing it really loud, and I came in first and was like, oh, yay, Taylor Swift. And then I was like, oh, Peter's not going to be happy.
Sorry, I needed that. It stuck to the table.
Why did it stick to the table?
I don't know. It's a Swiftie.
Your first sip of Southern in like 2 days?
No, I had a sip last night.
Oh,
I had a little bit. I was being really careful because I ran out because Bec didn't buy me enough.
You got here with 3 bottles. 3 and a bit bottles.
No, I wouldn't have done that in 2 days. I'm joking. Lost what I was going to say.
I didn't buy you enough, apparently.
I didn't buy me enough.
Even though you had 3 and a bit bottles when we arrived.
Well, I had a little bit with ice last night to savour it, and I sort of divided it over 3 nights, and I was going to have just that little bit each night.
Me and Anne did some research and we found a couple places that sold it. And so this morning, while I was modelling at the workshop, Anne went out on a little mission and went to the place I found was like a hike away, and then Anne found a place that was a lot closer. So she went on a little adventure and got Peter a litre bottle of Southern. So all is right in the world again.
Yes.
Yes.
It's betters.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you, Anne. Yes. Anne is sitting over on the kitchen bench, answering her Tinder messages.
And it's now time for me to open my wine.
And
forgot to get
you need to tell the story?
Yeah, I was going
about
to. I was going
wine.
to tell the story. Why are we
intertwined?
our microphones were intertwined? I need a knife to open the top of it.
It could be that sign that's out that door.
Oh my God.
So there's a really interesting sign outside at our door that says Sexy's
No,
Now.
it's not.
It does. It says Sexy's Now.
It's a shop down the street that has a vending machine with kinky shit, and the sign out the front says Sexy's Now.
We walked past 3 or 4 times and it didn't happen. I don't know. You're going to kill something.
No, I just don't want to knock you.
Then in our hallway here, there's a
that.
sign that has yesterday, tomorrow, and now, and yesterday and tomorrow is crossed out. And then we've got a thing on the lamppost out the front, the Vagina Academy. Where have you booked me into? This is feeling a lot like the sex pool.
No.
So
Put
it's
the
just
knife away. What shit?
you and Anne buttering me up and getting me
No.
some southern and
Oh my God, no.
oh my
Stop.
God, no.
Why do you be like this?
Why? So I get bored sometimes
Oh, do you?
and I make things up.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, so I've got a wine. It is...
You haven't told the story.
I wanted to talk about the wine first and then I'll tell the story. It's La... So I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know why I
can do
tried. How do you pronounce that? Healthy.
La Charletta Young. It's got a picture of Bec drinking red wine on it.
It doesn't say young, it says rouge.
Oh, rouge.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's got a really nice oh wait, hang on, there we go.
it's supposed to be a full-bodied.
Yeah. So I got it in Geneva. We went to the supermarket to get me some wine and they didn't sell any. So Peter was like, hang on, I think I saw a wine shop just down here. And it was just this tiny little shop. They didn't have a massive selection. It was only there. Well, I'm really nervous about doing this with your southern there. Sorry, I'm out of shot.
No, not. They can see your forehead.
Well, I just don't, that table's really unstable and I don't
I think you're very unstable. I don't think you can't blame the table for your stableness. Oh, the arms are going off at a different height.
Oh no, it's going, yeah, it's
going
going
skewer.
crooked.
Yes.
What was that?
I thought that was you pulling the corkscrew.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's them getting ready to get their Taylor Swift toys out.
We go in there and it was just this tiny little shop where I picked out some wines and the guy working there was serving someone.
You're Serbian?
He was serving someone. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but she didn't take it the whole way down.
Oh, shit.
You didn't get it in. Oh. Oh, we're going to have a beautiful corked bottle of wine.
No, I would just put it in and get the...
Oh, what was... Gee, the rats are big here. I'll do it. I don't trust you.
I broke the cork
You
off for
broke
those
it.
who can't
She snapped
see.
it
I
off.
snapped it off. I'm not really good at this.
You're
Anyway.
good at drinking them.
Yeah, I know.
You're about the fastest drinker I know.
So he was serving someone else and then we went up to pay for the wines and he looks over at Peter and goes, Peter Colson, the photographer, and then looks at me and he's like, and you are the model. And
Oh, that's right. He said you're the model. He didn't say Bec.
no, but he recognised us from YouTube, which was really lovely.
And we can't work out because he could hardly speak English, so we don't know. It's going to have a bit of cork in there.
That's okay.
It's a bit crusty.
I'll spoon it out.
You'll spoon it. Oh, I'm like, is that why you got that big spoon before?
Yes.
I think it shouldn't be too much in there.
I don't think there's too much in there.
Yeah, it was sort of really surreal because the wine shop was actually a winery, so they only sold their own brand. It was only a very small little shop. And like we're looking, we had no idea what we're buying because we didn't know which was which. And we asked for a full-bodied, and he it took a bit, and then he understood, and he pointed at some. And then once he was about to serve, he just goes, Peter Colson, the photographer? It's sort of like, what in the F are you doing in here? Like, why are you in Geneva in some tiny little wine shop? And then he realised I was with Bec. That's why I was in a wine shop. So he rang up all his friends that had wineries and pre-warned them that Bec is coming. What's it like?
It's nice. Do you want to try some?
Yes, we'll try some. Is it as nice as the other ones?
Yeah, it's kind of got a bit of a smoky taste to it.
A smoky taste.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you've been cigaretting, now you're a European.
And it's got a smoky
It's got a
aftertaste.
nice smell.
It's got a smoky aftertaste. It's really good.
That's too good for you. So you drink goon. That's way too good for you.
See how it's got a smoky aftertaste?
Yeah, we should have got more. But we wouldn't have been able to travel with it.
Yeah.
It would have taken up southern space.
You don't have any. Oh, no, you do now.
I have one bottle. I have
What
a
are you
litre.
looking at your tits for?
Just to see if they're growing yet.
Oh, my God.
I've been taking tablets.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Interesting. Anyway, it's just one of those surreal things. Like, I think it's mostly just as surreal. So if I was doing something really weird, I could be. If I was in a barber sitting there getting a haircut and all of a sudden the person sat next to me was Robert Plant, it'd be like I would have never expected that to happen.
Yeah. You were trying to tell him, or say to him, you didn't expect it, like.
Yeah, so this is how little English he said. Beck and I tried about 5 or 6 sentences is the last thing you expected when you opened up the store today was us to walk in the door.
And he couldn't, so we had to Google Translate and show him. Then he was like, yes. It was really cute.
It was cute. It was cute. Yeah. Most likely just puts... Anyway, he's most likely watching. What? Can you remember his name? That's nasty.
I don't think he told me.
I bet you Ollie Sullivan was your name.
I don't think I told him my name. I don't think...
You didn't tell Ollie your name?
No.
Why not?
Why would
How's
I?
he supposed to look up your Only Farts page?
Why would I tell him my name?
Why want to see your Only Farts page?
I don't think he told us his name.
Ollie?
No.
You knew who Ollie was.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So we've been very lucky this week for once, because every other week we've done workshops. The day before the natural light has been lovely and sunny, and then we get to do the natural light and it's overcast, whereas finally this week it was full sun, 32 degrees yesterday, and today.
And then it was overcast today.
Yes.
But it was actually good for 2 reasons. Where we won't run a natural light there again.
Yeah.
It's too hard. I think just around here would have been better. Because there's not much structure. But we still got through the 4 hours, and still they were shooting right up the full 4 hours. So still found lots of light. But with the full sun, it's really easy. It's the easiest thing out. I found they just couldn't believe that walking down the street, so I find 4 bits of light between this intersection and the next intersection, the street's exactly the same. And we just found that bit of great advance. We found that long shot I did along the side of the building. They looked at it and said, you would swear this was in a studio.
Yeah.
But this is the ugliest street in the world.
That's why it's so much easier when you have full sun. When you've got overcast, and it was good because you got to show them again today.
Today with the overcast.
With overcast, so if whatever way you turned in, the light didn't change.
So where we shot yesterday, and they saw it had 6 amazing different lights, pretty much one step away from where she was standing. And we put Anne in the same spot. We could do a whole 360 and every single angle just looked terrible.
Yes. So that was really good that they got to see the difference, and it was really good that you could teach properly with your full sun. So that was very lucky.
Yeah, it was a little bit like what happened in London. So we had it was freezing cold and the full shade, and the first day of the workshop we had full sun. I said, well, we're ahead of time. Let's quickly run outside and show you what I can find in this courtyard. And they were just going, this is so easy.
Yeah.
And they could see the difference. They said, it's crazy how all us photographers think we want late afternoon or heavy overcast, whereas the best light is middle of the day, full sun.
Yeah. I think someone even said that to me. They're like, I think we were doing one natural light and someone said, oh, thank God it's overcast today. It's like a giant softbox. I'm like, no, opposite.
Opposite. Well, just so people understand, yes, it is like a massive softbox, but the model is standing under the middle of a softbox, and the light that's hitting her from straight down is the same light that's sitting 50 metres out in front of her, where it's actually darker because it's 50 metres away, which means it's a downlight on her head.
Yeah.
And you've just got one massive downlight. You can't reflect off cars or off the ground or off anything, and it doesn't matter where you turn the model out there, it's just terrible. But full sun, say 1 o'clock, so it's just behind her head. If I have the sun behind her, I get a beautiful shaded shot with the highlights in her hair. And if I swing her around into the sun and get her to chin up and vogue, close her eyes and do the vogue pose, it's a beautiful shot as well. So I can get 2 beautiful shots in practically the middle of the day, full sun, but I can get nothing in full shade.
Yes. So that's been lucky.
It's been lucky.
Some tasty food because we are in Italy.
Now, I appreciate the people that have been on my side. About smelly people that don't wash they're too lazy to wash their towels. And even, so in this new little hellhole, so again, Airbnb people, we ordered a 2-bedroom apartment for 2 people. By the way, I'm his assistant. And she didn't put sexual assistant. I double checked on your thing. You never wrote sexual assistant, so they can't say that. Check in, only 1 bed's made. Only linen on 1 bed. and 1 towel per person. And a week we get 2 rolls of toilet paper.
They have a butt washer in the bathroom.
I thought that was for cleaning your teeth. No. Well, that's what I've been using it for. I wondered why you had to kneel on the ground to clean your teeth. It did smell a bit shitty in there. No. Anyway, Anne agrees with me because after the second day here, oh, this house is stinky, we better wash them. She heads in the background going, no. Well, they were. They were stinky. And even the other thing is on the beds, they gave 1 sheet.
But they had doonas in the cupboards.
Yeah, but that should have been
on the bed.
On the bed.
Well, I don't.
So what have you got? You still only got 1 sheet?
No, I've got a doona on mine.
Oh, yeah, but see, there weren't doonas on anything.
No,
it was just 1 loose sheet.
But they were in the cupboard.
Oh, in the cupboard.
What?
2 wine glasses.
For 2 people.
You broke one.
You stole one from a restaurant.
I stole one because you broke one.
Yeah, whoops.
Oops.
I was doing gym. I think because I took it to bed. I took a glass of wine to bed with me. I'm not an alcoholic, guys. And me and Anne.
She loves wine so much. She spoons them in her sleep.
Peter went to bed and me and Anne were finishing our wines and we didn't want to sit out here and talk and make noise. So we took our wines to bed so we could talk while we were finishing our wines and not disturb you. Anyways, I left my wine next to my bed and I did gymnastics in my sleep and I woke up and it was broken and
all over Anne's purse.
yeah, then I obviously didn't finish it all before I went to bed, but whoopsies. So Peter stole one from a restaurant for me. Thank you.
I think last time we were in Milan, you made me steal a wine glass for you, didn't you?
No, you stole it for Anne last time.
Oh, did I?
Oh, no, that was 2019.
2019.
Because, I don't know, that place that we stayed in then, I don't think they had many wine glasses either.
Oh, yeah, because their kitchen was basically a bar.
Yeah.
Remember that tiny little corner? I think they had one of everything.
And it was, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm still these Airbnb, you can't give this place 5.
No,
Impossible.
I won't.
Good, because it is a basement. Even though one thing said it's a basement, we thought, oh, it can't be that bad. The pictures look good. It is a little bit basementy.
Yeah.
And it's very noisy. Like it looks like it's all concrete, but just when he scratches his ass upstairs, I can hear it. And then they put Taylor Swift on.
I think that because a lot of buildings around are really old, I think that's why.
This is not as old as... No, I think it's not small. I think it's quite modern.
And comfortable.
Like, it might be 20 years old. I don't think it's super old.
Oh.
And it's most likely made out of cheap materials, so it's going to collapse on us.
Oh.
O's.
But yeah, it was, I don't know, I didn't, the whole like only one bed being made up, like that was, they were like, oh, sorry, when we have a booking for 2 people, we usually only make up 1 bed. But I'm thinking in the message that I sent when I requested to book, it's the same thing that I sent to everyone that's, hi, my name is Peter, I'm travelling to blah country with my assistant for work and we would like to stay.
Yeah, but even saying assistant, it's not like you're saying with... Well, you're not a partner, so it's
no, and I always...
I mean like business partner or something, but but you can't put PA because then I think it's his piece of arse.
So I always say assistant. And so I've messaged the Paris people for where we're going to next to say, hey, just double checking that there's going to be linen on both of the beds because we've had some problems with the last few places we've stayed. And they wrote back and were like, yeah, of course, you wrote in your first message that you're travelling with your assistant, so don't worry, there's going to be no problem. It's like, thank you, someone that actually has a brain. Like,
yeah, there's lots of little things that... Oh, Bec, I wonder what they're doing. They might be getting their chains out again.
Oh my God.
Just that there's lots. So if I was doing an Airbnb, right, there would definitely be some tea towels, wouldn't there?
Yeah. Well,
you want people to wash dishes, don't you?
Yeah.
There's no tea towels.
I feel like the last few places have had tea towels.
Yeah.
This one doesn't.
This one doesn't.
Which is weird.
There's tiny little things that would make it so much more comfortable, which means instead of getting 4 reviews, you get 5s all the time. It might cost them, right, to fix this place up, I reckon I'd need to spend $1,000.
Yeah.
Right? $1,000 to get this place, just simple little things would make it so much more livable. Buy some extra towels. Have some, just those tiny little things.
Buy some tea towels.
To maybe put a little microwave.
Is there no microwave?
No.
Oh.
So just tiny little things. So most people, you just microwave something, but to put it in the oven's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
But they're tiny little things, but those type of things just make life easier. Because when you're travelling...
I'm just going to check this is still recording.
The reason you're booking Airbnbs is because you want like a home away from home. You don't want to be... So hotels are the opposite. You get your sheets changed every day, you get your towels changed. They're nice and clean normally. They're normally quiet. There's not normally tables being blasted through your boobs line.
Sorry, mate, little microphone's slipping.
So that's the reason you pick an Airbnb. But I think it's I think it might be a Europe thing. Although we've only stayed in Airbnb. Sorry, I'm gabbling.
You are.
So Sydney, we had one shitty one. Well, it was all right, but it wasn't the greatest.
Which one was that?
The one we had a blue with.
Oh, yes.
But most of the other ones in Sydney, in Queensland, we're normally in service apartments. Adelaide, that Airbnb was just amazing. Like they had enough food for breakfast for 4 people for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Like 2 dozen eggs. They had fresh ham from a butcher. That place was just amazing. Bowl of wine there.
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams, ice creams in the freezer.
Halloumi.
Chips, halloumi.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
And all the bedrooms, you had multiple pillows, big doonas.
All 3 beds were made.
Even though we only booked a 2-bedroom.
No, it was a 3-bedroom.
No, we only booked for 2 couples.
Yeah, but I don't think they knew that. But anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just...
Anyways, you're ranting.
I'm ranting. But
I don't know. Generally, we have kind of good luck.
Generally, I'm just sookie la-lawing.
I feel like generally we had that really shitty place in London and the really shitty place in LA. But aside from that, we generally have some all right luck.
Well, the Frankfurt wasn't that great.
It wasn't that great. But also, and that's why I'm glad that I did leave a 3 review.
They didn't like it either.
They did not
Why
like it.
didn't you tell us this? You're going to come out and vacuum the floors, are you?
You're going to come in and install a lift, are you?
Are you?
Sorry, put in your listing that it's up 3 flights of stairs.
2 flights, according to them.
Put that in your listing that it's up some stairs.
So what if you're in a wheelchair?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, what if we rocked up and you're an old man in a wheelchair? How are we going to get upstairs? They need to list that kind of stuff.
I know.
So that's why I put that in my review. But thankfully they did have a Dyson handy, so I could vacuum the floors. Anyway, we're ranting.
You're only vacuuming to suck up all your hair that was everywhere.
It was Ant's hair too.
Instead of fluff balls, there was hairballs everywhere.
Don't blame this on me. It's Ant's hair.
Well, I can't pick on either one. You both got black hair.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway.
Enough negativities.
Enough negativities. On a positive note, I've got nothing to say. No. I was really surprised. We put up I've been wanting to do this tutorial for a little while and finally got some time and I filmed it here on why I've decided I might take the odd picture film if it's something really special and it's not an emotive shot where the model doesn't have to be held to a sort of position so I can get focus in that. I don't see the need of me shooting film anymore. But as I was expecting when I put this up on YouTube, I was so ready to get crucified. And after like an hour and a half or something, I just quickly checked and I saw, it's number 1, which means it's getting the most views I've had in like 2 months. And I thought, that's novel. I thought, maybe So I clicked on, there's heaps of messages. And they're not like one-liners, they're full paragraphs. I thought, oh, I'm getting crucified now. But nearly every single one started off with, thank God you said this, as this is how I've been feeling. The cost of film has just become horrendous now. So even on the workshop today, we were talking, there's a photographer that does shoot all his editorial work still on film. And he normally shoots about 10 to 20 rolls per editorial. I said, all right, let's just bring it back to 10 rolls. 10 rolls for me to buy, get developed, and say get them scanned properly. I'm up for $500 worth of film every shoot. And that's just, and then there's a time that the labs take 1, 2, 3 days. If you're not in a hurry, bad luck.
Well, then there's like what happened to
Shay.
Shay.
Oh, sorry, we damaged your film. There's no backup.
No.
And if you, this was a commercial shoot, and they did this, so you might have had a model being paid between $2,000 and $8,000 for the day, hairstylist, makeup artist, and all of that. That could have been $10,000 to reshoot that.
Yeah.
And the lab's definitely not going to pay that.
Yeah, that was bogus. I felt really bad for her, and they were just like, sorry, we damaged it.
It was just sorry, we damaged it. Oops.
Have a nice day.
Oops.
Oopsies.
Oopsies. But I was very surprised that more people agreed with me. And there's one of the people that said something that I really stood out strong. So I learnt most of my photography skills, not studio skills, just straight out photography on film. So there was no such thing as digital, because I'm that old. So I learned all my band shots and that, and had all these terrible shoots. And I couldn't do Polaroids on freaking live concerts or anything. So it was just learning your stuff. And I learned the Sunny 16 rules. I learned all my different rules. And you start getting used to knowing the light. I could look at the stage and go, yeah, freaking I'm going to have to be at a 15th of a second to get this right. And with film, you've got a fair bit of room. You've got about 6 stops that you can handle in the darkroom. So you can be 3 stops under or 3 stops over with most films and still salvage the picture to a fully usable picture. Like, it's better to be more accurate in the middle, but you can salvage up to 6 stops. And I've seen some YouTubes that pushing it to 7 and 8 stops. So you have got this sloppiness, but with digital we don't. But if I wanted to learn photography again, I think digital is easy to learn with because you get an instant result. Yeah. I did this and this happened. Oh, yuck. You can see it straight away. Whereas film, when you see it 2 weeks time, you go, I can't remember what I did. So I don't know why so I can't remember.
Yeah.
And nothing comes up on the film saying, oh, your f-stop was this and your shutter speed was this. So there's a lot of people saying that the people who learnt on film found that digital was like, this is just so much easier. I can just concentrate on capturing my picture and not concentrate on trying to get a focus because our eyesight isn't as good, and just the split view screens weren't that good, or all of those things. And you can't move because you can't refocus super quick, especially with something like a Mamiya RB, because it's a bellows system. And then he said, but for people who learnt on digital, it's like a real novelty to now go to film.
Yeah.
Because, this is fun. But it's not a commercial thing.
Yeah, it's like a hobby thing.
If I was shooting landscape, no problem on film. No problem. But shooting people, I don't want to say the word hold.
Hold.
And I want to be there. And in the tutorial, I did show a little snippet of Bec and I shooting here. And you could see that by the ability to shoot as soon as I see something rather than have to, so I can focus live with focus peaking with the mirrorless system, I get all these incredible shots of Bec in a row because I see her drifting in there, it is click. Then she'll drift again and I'll see refocusing while she's drifting, it'll click. Whereas if I was on film, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So I can't refocus while so I got to flick up my zoom in screen. Anyway.
You've got a bit of glitter on your chin.
Sparkles. Where did I get the glitter from?
I don't know. From maybe the people playing.
Maybe it came off the rubber gloves in the shower.
Maybe it came off the people playing Taylor Swift.
I got up for a shower
Still
this
there.
morning.
I'm not going to touch you though. I didn't get
Why are
rid
you
of
playing
it.
with your hair and looking at me? No, I'm going to leave my glitters there. Everything glitters as gold.
Oh, yes.
Those, I mentioned before that I got up this morning, have a shower, and there's rubber gloves in the shower. Like, what is going on here? And then I found out that Anne decided to dye her hair.
I thought the same thing when I had my
You thought the same thing?
when I had my shower.
Yellow
I
rubber
was
gloves
like,
in the shower. Like dishwashing gloves.
I was really confused, but then I remembered Anne said that she dyed her hair, and I was like, oh, that's what I said. I'm a girl, so I put two and two together.
A girl.
A girl.
A girl.
So I put two and two together.
Your sex is not now.
You haven't got a picture of your Sex Is Now sign yet.
We need to, and I need to buy my silly hat. Oh, that's right. I was going to wear my silly hat.
Oh.
I bought a silly hat.
Oh my God. Sorry, everybody. I'm pre-warning you now what's about to happen. It's like the biggest child in the world. But she wouldn't do what I suggested to do. So these two little lumps, I told her she should tuck these in her bra and then push her boobs to get her
Yeah, and
ears
then
work.
These little things go like...
You are an idiot.
I think it's very cute.
You call me a 12-year-old.
I think it's very cute.
So the funniest thing is she shared it on her private Instagram site, which she has all the porn on.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
don't
she
say
has
that.
her private site. If you ask her nicely, she might send you a link to her private
Don't
site.
have a private site.
And now all her girlfriends are putting in order. We've got to carry like 300 hats back to Australia.
I need to get one for my niece and nephew.
And
then I need to get some for my
call for
the rest of the core for. So I've only got another. So I need to get 3 for.
how many total?
So and then Jessie from America wants one. So I need,
I'll get Jessie's.
so and we need to get another.
What does
6.
Jessie want one for?
I don't know.
Hi, Jessie, if you're listening. Jessie runs Live Fast magazine in America. So maybe he wants to use it for Live Fast shoot.
Maybe, but yeah, I need to get more of these little.
More of these.
silly- I asked Casey, my best friend, if she wanted one, and it was a firm no. I asked Jared if he wanted one. It was also a firm no.
Casey didn't want one. No. I thought Casey would want one.
She was like, no, thank you.
Did you tell her there's undies that do the same thing? No.
I think it's really cute. I like it.
You like it. Oh my God.
Sorry if the squeaking's annoying. I'll stop playing with my little dinglings.
Your dinglings, your hanging bits.
Well, because we were walking to dinner the other night and I saw it and I just kind of laughed because it's just really stupid looking with the little face on it. And after dinner, I was like, no, I'm going to buy it. And as we were buying it, one of the guy that was selling it goes up and pushes this little thing and we see it lights up.
Well, you wanted to buy it before even that
That's what I'm
happened.
saying.
And
I
it was
wanted to
like,
buy it.
bonus. You should have seen her eyes light up. Oh, wow, it does that?
It lit up like the little ears light up. I've got to wear it to Tomorrowland one day.
I'll get one and I'll wear it too.
Bobsy twins.
Bobsy Twins, Tomorrowland.
With our matching phone cases and our
We'll
matching...
try and get the ears to beat to the music. Well, maybe Red's Mouse, if we can get front of stage, they'll look at us if we've got them on for the ears.
They'll think that we're special people.
We're very special.
Should this be in the cover photo for this, me and my head?
You and your head.
Oh, if you tap the ears... Oh, so that's what makes them light up. It's when you drop it down and it smacks it. That's why they light up.
The funniest thing when you do it, like if I do it, so if I get it, I can see her eyes start to flicker as the brain cell tries to run
Oh,
away.
you're going to ruin the flashy. It's going to run out of... I can't charge it. What's going to happen when it runs out of...
You can't charge it. Where's the battery?
I don't know. Most likely in the little ears.
Surely you can charge it.
Surely.
Sure.
No, you can't.
Maybe as the air goes through, it's got a little wind, not what they're called, turbine.
I don't know. I'm scared
Like
of the
the wind
battery.
farms, it might have them lined up inside, and as they spin, it charges the battery.
I'm scared of the battery running out of my little
We'll just buy an
lighties.
extra one or two.
Oh, I've already got to bring 6 of them home.
I want to see what happens if customs opens your
That's what I
bag.
was about to say. They're going to be like,
Oh, are you importing these into Australia? You pervert.
no, so just,
No.
I'm a child.
Yes, you're very much a child. And what have you done this week?
Don't flick things at me. I have done
Nothing.
lots. What do you mean nothing?
Yeah, what have you done?
We did a shoot the other day. We tried to shoot outside and turns out I get uncomfortable when there's people around.
Perverts watching you. You were so uncomfortable. Even there was no. Oh, there's an old
There
guy
was guy
picking
gardening.
flowers,
And
but
I
he
know.
wasn't. He couldn't see you.
I don't know. I think just because, and then the next place we went to, the light was lovely, but we were in another like apartment block's doorway, and I just didn't want people to tell us off.
It wasn't a doorway. It was like a big apartment. That's where the cars drive into the big courtyard.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just nervy we were going to get told off.
Nervy. But I shot Anne there the day before, and her boobs are falling out everywhere, and she didn't care.
We're different people.
But you didn't, Anne. You didn't feel that people were seeing what we were doing.
That door that we liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a guy that was hanging around. The old guy.
Oh, that's right. We stopped when that. So our guy walked past and thought, "Oh, something's happening in here," and wouldn't disappear on us. I couldn't get over. There's like 2 parks, and in between it, there's like this bollardy system where the wisteria growing over it, and it's all paved and some seats. Everyone around here goes there to talk on their phone.
Maybe the reception's good there.
I've got 4 bars here.
I've got 2.
It's not good. Yeah, mine's not good here.
Oh, well, you should buy an iPhone.
We both have iPhones.
But I'm still at 3 bars.
Tree.
I
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I was just, and then we went to one of those parks and again found some beautiful light, but the photo was just me standing.
No, but even at first against the wall,
Oh,
that
background
light was gorgeous, but the
background
background
was
was that
ugly.
really ugly graffiti.
And so then we stuck me in the middle of a grass field. And
No, not in the middle of it, just slightly under the tree branch.
yeah, but
And the light was absolutely gorgeous, but it looked like a girl standing in a paddock.
it was just me standing in the middle
And
of
then
nowhere.
Beck gave me a me standing in a paddock face.
I couldn't. How am I supposed to get any type of feel or emotion of just standing there?
You're a model.
Just
will you?
model.
Just model. Why didn't you put your hands on your head?
Maybe if I had my hat, I would have modelled better.
All right, so we'll do that. So if we go out with just your hat, because you got a hat on, so you're not naked. Hey, Anne, why don't we get you and Shane those hats in Paris at night time naked?
Didn't we suggest that?
Did we?
I can't remember.
I don't think it'll work. I don't think it would be funny. Well, it might be. It could be really funny. We could actually.
Well, I've got to buy a heap, so you can just.
We could
Do
just.
shit for shits and giggles.
Yeah, because we don't have to buy because we're buying a heap of them, so we can try it. I think that'd be really funny.
It could be fun. Well, on Inspire, we've just put up a new behind the scenes of me. So the first part of it was the stuff shooting the bunnies in daylight, where we didn't have any video, but I just spoke about what we did in the pictures and how we did it. The second part of the video was at night time, and we had a couple of people who did have some cameras, even though the camera recording was pretty shitty. People still got to see Anne and Gemma walking onto a tennis club's courts while the championship's going on, butt naked with rabbits' heads on,
So
and
funny.
just seeing the effect everybody had. Like all the women just started pissing themselves laughing.
It was very funny.
Yeah, so if you're on Inspire, just check it out. Even though the video footage isn't amazing because it was quite a few years ago and the people doing the video weren't amazing.
It didn't have gimbals or anything.
No gimbals, handhold, and it wasn't always on. So there was areas where I just had to talk through.
It's still very funny though.
But it was quite fun. I didn't think I had some of the shots. Like we set up at this amazing theatre, and it was while Rocky Horror Picture Show was on, and the scene with the big Rocky Horror Picture Show above the theatre was just amazing. We did a test shot, and we're going to come back. We asked the people at the counter what time is intermission. They said 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So we plan to get there just before intermission, when everybody comes out with their wines and the cigarettes. We'd have the two bunnies butt naked posing.
But then there was a fire truck.
Then we turned up at 5 to 9. There's a fire truck parked right bang in front of where we're going to shoot.
Such a crappy timing.
I think it worked out better. I think the shot we got just with the two of them and my assistant in the shot off to one side holding the robes. There's just those little hidden gems which make the picture just so much better.
Hidden gems.
Gems.
Gym gems.
And I forgot about one section. We went onto some tram lines and had Flinders Street Station in the back of it. And I made it fairly quick because there's a police station fairly close to there. And afterwards, when I got back home, they were all out of focus. Every single picture. Right? So every single picture was out of focus. But that shot would have been amazing. It wasn't meant to be, but I rushed it because of trams and because of the police. And my camera, for some reason, so I was on autofocus on that camera, and it was back focusing straight through to the Flinders Street Station.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes.
Why are these glasses so...
Glass.
Why do they have so much condensation?
It's humid.
Oh.
Yeah, same happens up in Cairns. Yeah.
It's annoying.
I know, especially over near the computers and hard drives.
I pour myself a glass of frizzante and it's...
Oh yeah, look at mine. It's like
That's
fully...
what I mean.
Look how much of weed on the table.
I know, and it's now put wheeze on my glass.
And they haven't touched. My
but then
wee
why
did not
so
touch
mine got it?
See, there's a gap between my wee and your wee.
I don't know why mine's got wheeze.
I can join the wheeze.
Don't join the wheeze. I don't
the
want
wheeze
it.
mated. I was going to say something.
About what? Sorry, I just
Not about wheeze, I don't think.
No, you don't.
Oh yes, I was going to talk about stupid things Bec does.
What?
So we're in the Uber the other night, and we came into here, and I couldn't find my phone. And I said to Bec, "Where did you put my phone?"
I did not. Oh my
And
God.
Bec says, "I don't have it." So we quickly jumped on to Find My, and my phone is disappearing in the distance. And then about 2 or 3 minutes later, we found the phone is in a park near a lake.
No,
But that's
telling this wrong.
And was the phone in a park near a lake?
It
It's
looks.
not something that Bec did wrong.
She didn't check before we got out of the taxi.
I do now. Peter had his phone. He was sitting in the front of the Uber.
That's because I had a friggin' lap full of meat.
And then
You wish.
I did. The meat's in the fridge now.
I don't know if I can pick up that Anne just said you wish.
I did have a lap full of meat. And the meat, but the meat,
Yeah, so you say.
Robert Planter, your heart out.
And obviously you didn't put it in your pocket and it fell as you got out.
Well, normally I have it sitting on my leg.
You didn't put it in your pocket.
No, I think I carefully thought about it when I couldn't sleep like the other night. And I'm certain it was a Tesla, and trying to find that open door button, I've leant, and I think it dropped into that side thing when I leant.
Right.
Blame the Tesla.
I'm blaming the Tesla.
Well, at
Friggin'
first-
battery-operated cars, who would have one?
At first, because thankfully the three of us all have each other on Find My, which if you have an
I
iPhone...
have no choice. Bec just stalks me everywhere. She knows exactly where
Well,
I am
didn't it
24/7.
save your bacon the other night?
No, it was meat. It was beef, not bacon. No, I don't have a pork, so I don't.
Because Peter's phone also has, it's like a wallet phone, so
Yeah,
he's got all of his
our
cards.
credit cards in there. So if that had gone missing, we might have had to stay in the hostel.
Was like, oh my God, this. So at first when I checked, the Find My hadn't updated and it said it was here. So we look, and then all of a sudden it reloaded and I'm just watching it travel and I'm like, shit, it's in the Uber. So we tried calling the phone, no answer. We have to log on to Find My and we start pinging it, getting it to make noise. I kept calling it, hoping that the driver would answer.
But there was another problem before that.
Oh, Do Not Disturb had been turned on.
No, at 10 o'clock, I think my watch has sleep, which puts everything to Do Not Disturb. So it means my phone won't ring.
But I'm in your favourites, so
yeah. But I turned
bypass
turned my sleep off on the phone.
But I still bypass it because I'm in your favourites.
I've changed that.
No, you have. So then we were like, shit, how are we gonna? So then I logged on to Uber, and you can go like problem with a past trip, lost item, and then you select the trip, and then Uber says put in your phone number, we'll call you and then connect you to the driver. So, but for some, and even Casey said the other day she was trying to call me and it just goes straight to message bank. So I don't know what, well, I can make calls, but for some reason, I don't know if it's that Wi-Fi calling thing. 'Cause you know how sometimes we...
Could be that what? Yeah, but no,
I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't get through.
Not right.
I couldn't get the Uber would. I just got a message.
We should have got me to ring him.
Oh, I fixed the Wi-Fi calling thing, by the way. I had to change it to. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Oh,
Anne's got a secret. She doesn't want to share it.
But
well, next week,
I tried to call the bottle shop.
she tried to call the bottle shop.
Yeah, I had to turn the Wi-Fi calling off to get through.
Oh yeah.
maybe I'll turn that off. And so I can't get through. I tried a second time. Then I turned off Wi-Fi and it still didn't work. So I had no idea what was going on. So I just kept trying to call Peter's phone, and then I go back on Find My, and we see the phone getting closer and closer to us. And I was like, oh, he's on his way back. What a nice person. And so thankfully we could track where it was and ran outside and met him outside.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as we ran out, and you saw him flash his lights as he saw us come out.
We gave him a nice big fat
We
tip.
wanted to give him €100 tip because thinking that would have been phone's insured, but the hassle of losing your credit cards and everything. No, thank you.
So this is why I'm such an advocate for having Find My get your friends to add you on Find My. You add each other with your iCloud thingy or whatever. Add your friends on it. So, and this is I've helped one of my other friends out before with this. He Facebook messaged me saying he's lost his phone. So I went and checked and I was like, oh, it's at the library you were just at.
Yeah, it's all right for you.
What?
You're an Apple person. What about all the poor Android people? They don't get this.
Oh, no, they do, because I told Jared this story and then he told me that they've got some other thing.
That friends who have got an iPhone can use? No.
No.
It's only Android people, and there's only 3 in the world. The chances of them being friends.
Well, see, this is just Apple is... Anyways, that's my...
We're going to get a heap of hate now.
Oh, I don't care.
So Android phone people are a little bit like Fuji shooters. Sorry, we had I'm sounding nasty now. I'm not.
You are.
And it's true.
You are nasty.
No,
You're
even the guy I was
nasty
talking to who had the Fuji today said that there's the Canon people and there's the Sony people, right? Well, I think there's these Nikon people, but I don't think they're as vocal as the Canon and Sony people. But then he said the Fuji people is a much smaller group. And I said, they're so much smaller, but they're like vegans. They scream out so loud. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, well, there's a few questions we get asked all the time. And one of the main questions we get asked is, why don't you shoot Fuji? It'll be nobody's ever asked me why don't you shoot Nikon or Panasonic.
Why don't you shoot naked?
Naked, I do. I do all the time in my own space.
Oh my God, gross.
Just stop looking at my phone. And so it was quite funny that I was saying this to him, that it's funny how you don't get VW people say, why don't you drive a VW? Makes sense? It just seems weird that there's certain, and I'm not having a go at food. Because my true thing is the camera you love is the camera you should be shooting with.
Yeah.
And who cares what other people are using? If you love whatever you've got in your hand, that is the camera you should be shooting with.
It's like when I never know how to answer people when they ask what lens they should bring to a workshop. I'm like, just bring the one that you like to shoot with the most.
Yeah, I'm 100% behind that. And people go, but you're doing portrait. But there's this Russian, I can't give you a link, so I've forgotten his name. He was on 500 Pics is where I saw it. I haven't looked at 500 Pics in 500 years.
Since they banned you.
Since they banned me. I was an ambassador for them, and next minute I'm banned. But that's when China bought them.
Peter.
Well, it was. China.
Can't say that.
But China did buy them.
Stop saying it like that. It's nasty.
It's not nasty.
It is.
It's not. They bought them.
Yeah, but you don't have to say it with that voice.
They cut me off because, Peter Colson has a nipple on his profile. Women do not have nipples. We can't let anybody see this. You might get out that women have nipples. Oh, how disgusting is this? We should go round and blur them all. We'll put little black boxes over them because it's so much more attractive. So instead of a woman having a pair of nipples, they have 3 boxes. Well, they do.
Oh my God.
Hey, how many times have you got boxes on your nipples, Anne? Oh no, Anne.
Take them off.
Anne actually, she looks like a mannequin.
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
Are you literally removing your nipples right now? So what that human centipede, the guy masturbating with sandpaper, couldn't you just rub them off with sandpaper and then they wouldn't have to take them off? You could walk around.
I actually did a photo shoot and someone had one of those old sanding things and we were sanding it.
No way.
As a statement.
No way.
I didn't actually remove
Oh.
my nipples.
I don't
Thank
know
God.
if the microphones can pick up what Anne's saying.
Yeah, sorry, Anne's in the. We put Anne in the background of the dungeon. She's not allowed out of her little corner. She's drinking. We can't allow her.
We're
to drink.
drinking.
No, she's drunking.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, going back, we're 500. But yeah, an amazing Russian photographer, and he did portraits, and they were more the really a little bit like Sean Archer in a way. Anybody know Sean Archer? Not a massive fan now, but when he first came about, so clever. Only shot in JPEG medium, never shot, and he just dropped in fake backgrounds. He only shot in his lounge room. But he had this look that nobody else had, and he just went crazy. All right, he had the most beautiful women in the world at his fingertips. So that was part of the reason. This guy is very similar, has lots of really pretty young girls, like legal age young. No, like, yeah, 18 but girls that are in their prime, had really nice lighting. He shot everything on 35mm. And most people say, you would never shoot portrait, especially beautiful women, on 35mm. His work was just stunning.
Mm.
I absolutely loved his work. So there is no lens that is...
This is what you like to use. Whatever makes you happy.
If I look at a lot of the photographers I love, I do see most of them, like a lot of Peter Lindbergh work is on a 70 to 200, especially in the digital time. I see people like Karl Lagerfeld, a lot of his work was just on an 80mm.
Did he shoot? I thought he was just a designer.
No, he's a photographer as well.
Oh.
He didn't do lots, and maybe he had other people that set all his lighting up and set his camera up and handed it to him, and you could see in the video someone said push this button.
No.
But he is good enough to get a Pirelli calendar.
I did not know that. I thought he was just a designer with lots of
His
rings.
Pirelli calendar, the behind the scenes. I'll see if I can find it. It might be a bit pixelated because I think it might have been back in the days of like 640 pixels
Back in your day.
The video, but there is a really cool video of the behind the scenes of it, and he shot the whole Pirelli calendar in his library in his house. And they just blacked out the whole library. It's all shot with a pitch black. He had Abbey Lee. He had some of the biggest models in the world. They're really cool shots.
We'll write it down so we don't forget.
Karl Lagerfeld, Pirelli calendar.
Yes. Don't worry.
He predominantly shot with the 80mm. There's a lot of photographers I'll look at. Whoever saw Helmut Newton, most of the time on his Hasselblad camera, I think he was only shooting his 80mm. what's his name? I can never pronounce it properly. Street photographer, Charles. Oh, I'm hopeless with his name. I always get it wrong. He's one of the most famous street photographers.
Charles.
No, it mightn't be Charles. That's something.
Doesn't matter.
Brain. He shot everything on 50. 50 was his length. And I haven't actually posted the video I did about me owning so many 50s. What 50 am I going to take on my travels, because I'm really going to cut my lens down. But since I've been here, I have shot him a 50 a couple of times, only because we're in small rooms. Every other time I've had that 70 on.
Yeah.
And everything I've shot on the Hasselblad so far has been on the E80. So I think the more you find your focal length as your main focal length, and the other focal lengths are as if the room's too small and you need to go wider, or you want to really compress the background out for this particular picture, might need to go a bit longer. I think the more you can come down to the gear that is really your look, the more you'll have your look, and the more you don't have to think about gear. You just pick up your camera because that lens is already on it.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, that's my photography
That's
hour.
your photography. Well,
Sorry,
that's
cough.
our.
So, why are you playing with your hair?
Because I'm looking at this thing and.
Oh, sexy now. You have to get that picture.
I will get a picture.
Are you going to
of
get a picture
it.
with a hat on your head?
Yes, I need to. I must.
You
do
must.
this.
Maybe should that be our? No, it'd be too hard because it's a landscape.
Yeah, no, and I don't really want that in the. As the
sure
thumbnail.
now?
I don't want that as the thumbnail.
You
Thank
sure?
you. I do want.
Were there 6 toys in the windows?
I know
that
there
could
isn't.
be really funny.
I do want.
I could superimpose them onto the hat.
I want the thumbnail to be me with my head.
All right, well, pull a dumb face. Yeah, get your colours flashing.
There
Again.
we go.
I want them erected. Sexy now. See you next week in Paris.
Paris. Have a good week, guys. Bye.
See ya.